Aloha, this is your mean squirrel, here with a quick disclaimer. This podcast contains explicit content and parental discretion is advised. So no bitching if you fucking get offended by anything. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And welcome to another episode of The Squirrel Tangent. We got Brady with us.
Me.
All the excitement in the world. And of course we brought back Jason.
Why are you pointing?
Because he could see me. See, he gets the extendo hands.
AKA AKA Duchess Coils. For
AKA Duchess
Coils.
For those that know me in other industries.
Right.
Duchess.
It is Pride Month, so he can wear his Duchess on the outside now. You got the rainbow dye ready for your beard.
That's his drag name.
It's true.
Duchess Coils.
Okay, no, I have to say that you would be an ugly drag queen, dude. You would not be a pretty drag.
That's why I would never do it.
It would be funny as hell, and I'd love to see it, and I'd make sure to video every second of it, but yeah, no, it wouldn't be pretty.
Yeah, you wouldn't be a pretty woman either, so...
Well, I mean, no, because I would be like the world's biggest bearded woman. Yeah.
Amazonian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could get away with it in Las Vegas, though. I mean, everything's acceptable in Las Vegas.
And sadly, that is very, very true. Yeah. With the exception of some people are okay. So, on a technical side, it was my fault. I was just recently in a minor fender bender on my bus.
Ooh, okay.
Why was it Did they say?
Yeah, they called it preventable. In fact, they gave me... I don't know. They gave me 3 points for it, too. Now, it's the only 3 points I have out of a 10. So, that's it. That's the only thing I have on my record right now. But I was doing a right-hand turn. And this Escalade. Now, obviously... Escalade, not a cheap car.
No, not at all.
But so when I got around this corner, apparently I just tapped it. Like, this guy's gonna go home with some turtle wax and buff out the scratch.
Like rubbing compound and he could get it out.
And you're not gonna be able to tell it's there. Because she loves to rub it and get it out. But, so, if something like that happened to you and you saw that, if you saw like a little scratch on your paint, would you go chasing down the guy to make a issue about it?
I mean, it depends on how bad it was.
No, I'm talking like you probably scratched your own skin worse than this.
Oh, well, in that case, then no. I mean, I would have looked at it, right? And licked my finger, licked my thumb, and tried to see if I could just like wipe it off, like most people do.
That's
but,
basically all it was.
I mean, if it came off, then fine, it's not a big deal, right? But I mean, like, if you put like a scratch in my fucking card, then yes, of course, I'm gonna be pissed about it.
Like, this guy literally, it was nothing. And like, do you understand how difficult it is to tap somebody so lightly with a bus that you don't even dent the vehicle?
Well, I mean, also to be fair, right? Like, one, there's a lot of dumb people in Las Vegas, and they park in really dumb fucking spots.
This wasn't even parked. He was in a left-hand lane. And the way it ended up happening was because he's driving a big SUV, and I'm obviously driving a much larger bus. I'm going around to the right, and at the very last possible instant, I connected with the you know how that section of the wheel well that sticks out a little further than the rest of the fender? I just rubbed it.
What the fuck? That's so dumb.
So the guy got out of his vehicle. I didn't even know I touched him.
You know what, though? Again, though, like, people park in really dumb spots. Like, why would you park that close to the fucking turn?
He wasn't... he was in the lane. But his vehicle was right up on the line. My vehicle, well, it has to be right on the line. Like, I don't have a choice. And then, so I did that turn and... But
I still say he rolled forward.
Probably, and just to avoid the hassle, they're just like throwing it on me. And I could request to see the video, but then it's just like it's gonna fall off.
That's a huge dumb investigation that they'd have to go through, and a bunch of other shit that's not necessary. So it's best just to leave it alone.
Yeah, I've got 2 years with nothing. So
you better knock on some wood. Go outside and hug a fucking tree.
I'm knocking on all the wood, but
my desk is wood. I just knocked for you too, so you might hear it.
So yeah, it's just a little. It's frustrating because driving this strip, man, people are stupid on there all the time.
And now we're at.
Well, Greg, she said knock on wood, not pull your dick out.
Oh, that was just for you, man. That was just
and
for
now you. We're at 100% stupid. So.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's under 100 degrees, Brandy.
Ooh.
Like, you know what? It's been real weird here, right? Because like, it gets stupid fucking hot in the middle of the day, but then like last night, like I walked outside and the sun was down. There was still a little bit of light out, right. Not very much, but the sun was pretty much down, and dude, it was so fucking nice out. Like, it was drive with your windows down nice.
Yeah, not here. Not here at all.
It's not cooling down. Like, maybe it'll be in the upper 80s, mid 80s.
Yeah.
At night.
And that's like the dead of the night. We had like that 2 or 3 days where it got into the 50s and 60s again, and then within 48 hours of being 50 and 60 degrees, it was over 100.
Yeah.
And it's been there for a week. Not pretty.
And topping...
I believe it.
Topping out at 107 and 108.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've gotten that too. It's been about 106 here. It's shitty. I fucking hate this time of year.
Right. And I don't like the cold any better. The only time I'm really happy with the weather here is that like 2 weeks of spring and that 2 weeks of fall that we get. we only get like 2 weeks of weather that I like. I'm like, oh, it's so nice outside. Yeah. Damn it, it's cold again,
Right.
It's frustrating when...
But you know what pissed me off? Is that this year, ever since we moved here, on my birthday, it has rained. Every freaking year since we moved here. This year, because my birthday is like right in the beginning of the year, it's January, beginning in January.
Right.
No fucking rain.
Right.
Not one fucking drop. I was like, oh, okay, because we cannot go out and everything's fucking closed, it's not gonna rain. Dick.
That's your luck, Brandy.
I was like,
that's your fucking luck.
Watch. Now next year, it's gonna be raining.
Although the rain did drive us down that one
alleyway.
Right by the alleyway by the link, and we found this freaking virtual reality ride.
I swear, people.
Dude,
we should have told the guy to like.
I should have handed him my phone and be like, "Yo, can you film this?" Because,
dude, that would have been cool though.
And it was something that moved, so I'm like, ah! And people outside must have heard and saw me. I'm like, oh yeah, fuck.
It was basically like a Jurassic Park roller coaster.
And you got that big ass thing on your face, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
Looking like Stevie Wonder with
the
goggles.
Big Oculus.
Stevie Wonder goggles on.
Yeah. And so, like, we're sitting there, and I know we had to look like complete idiots because they had it, like, there was one section where we were going over a waterfall, so they tilted us forward and made us feel like we were actually falling and everything rushing past, or, like, ducking out of the way of a pterodactyl.
And if you look behind you, you see some fucking T-Rex coming after you.
Dude, yeah, no. So you're sitting there in this thing that somewhat kind of sort of looks like a raft, and then you're right. Like turning around and.
And then they had another one that was like an elevator, like how if it were to just fall, I'm like, fuck no, I'm gonna hurt myself if I try to like center my gravity and like go down on the ground and hold on.
And not just that though, it was like a nightmare elevator, so it would be like it would open the door and a clown would come rushing at you, or on another floor, like there would be a hallway full of spiders creeping into the freaking elevator.
I would have hurt myself in that one.
You know what? I seen this reel on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's on TikTok too, but it was this girl, she was doing VR in her living room, and one of her friends just goes, "Don't fall," and she fucking pushed her over, bro. I would be that fucking dickhead that would do that shit.
There's lots of videos out there of people doing VR for the first time and watching them, like,
freak out.
Yeah, completely freak out, because I did one, it was up for a demo when Oculus was first coming out. It was up for a demo at Best Buy, and they put it on my head, and they're like, okay, so which one do you want to do? And I was like, of course, being me, the nerd and geek that I am, I picked the Wizard. And
of course,
so I go into this, they pop up this beautiful hall, like this, it looks like all these marble columns and everything like that. And then everything starts shaking around me, and the ground blows up and starts falling away into caverns of lava. And I'm like, the
floor is lava!
Dude, my brain completely saw depth of field where it looked like everything around me was falling away. And I'm standing on like this one tiny pedestal going, oh, fuck. My knees got weak, everything. It was...
And you know it's not real, but you react to it.
Yeah. Completely. And I've got friends that have Oculus, and I'm like, man.
Sensory trickery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuckers.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy what we can do with science and computers and shit, right? Like, because imagine, like, how much fucking research had to go into that for
can I VR
just like
Henry
just the sensory stuff.
I mean, have a
like legit though. Like imagine like how much like research and development had to go into that just for the sensory.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And not even just
But
you know, and like getting like all the visuals correct and the you know, with the graphics and everything else, and it's just
Brandy
like,
would straight
bro,
up,
that's fucking
Brandy would
wild.
straight up be the dude from the Matrix that would send the girl in a red dress to the VR. She'd be like Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa, and you know.
I mean, look, Brandy, if you're down for it, they make VR porn. Fuck.
They do. It's on Pornhub. If you have the goggles, you can get the VR porn where it's like point of view. It is point of view where you can look around the room and look down at yeah.
No. That's one of the...
I mean, all you gotta do is get a pocket pussy and you can pretty much fuck that bitch.
Right.
The lovely attributes of going premenopausal is you can give a rat's ass if you ever have sex again.
Or here's the other fun one. They've got videos that are Bluetooth enabled, so that they have Bluetooth enabled vibrators or pocket pussies. So you're watching this porn and it will vibrate at a specific pattern.
It'll react with the device.
It reacts with the video.
Yeah. It's even got like little pulsing features and stuff like that. So like for the amount of depth that we would have inside someone else, right? Trying to keep this not as graphic as I could possibly make it.
You know, I have no idea how they do it.
They have like little pulsers and stuff that actually squeeze to make it feel real. It's fucking weird.
That's
no, you cannot be on
freaky as hell. I mean, wow.
It's technology, bro. That's the future.
It is. It absolutely is. I mean, because the next step is they're just going to give you some kind of a sex bot you put on the goggles so that they can look like whoever they want and they can react in real time.
In Japan.
I mean, but look,
with the you buy the console and it has it's like a flashlight.
Right.
And it's VR and the girl and
I mean, look, we have. I mean, look, we have technology that lets you do that shit long distance through an application on your iPhone. You know what I mean?
Of course, you would know.
So I mean, like, I'm not surprised. Like, that would probably be like what Greg was saying with having like actual robots like. That would link up with your VR headset or something, right? Would possibly be something in the fucking future, right? Because I mean, if we've already got sex toys for male and female, right, that link up through Bluetooth to your Google phone or your iPhone or whatever, right, and you can essentially have long distance sex with your partner,
right?
Is that something you're looking into?
You need to invent this to make your life better.
I mean, like, look, like I know about things. I haven't necessarily experienced stuff that's out there, but I know about certain things.
I know things, and I drink wine.
I drink wine and I know things. That is all right, Tywin. I
have a T-shirt that actually says something like that.
Tyrion.
It says
Tyrion. Sorry, Tywin was the asshole dad.
No, you're Lannisters.
Yeah, I have a T-shirt on my website that says something like that too, and it says I make coffee, or it says I make quails, I drink coffee, and I know things.
Yeah. But Braddy, for Mother's Day, I got her one as I am Cat Lisi, the mother of cats. Yeah, it was like the whole title's on there. It's fantastic.
Dude, that's funny. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah. And it's bad. Here's one we found out that we started doing for a hot minute is, and she's just as guilty of it as me. Is I see a cat shirt and I'm like, oh, Brandy would love that. So she got a cat shirt. And then she saw one on her own that she really liked, so she ordered it. And then I got her another one. Then she got herself another.
So now I look like the fucking crazy old cat lady with all these fucking cat shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, she's responsible for my best print tees. I've got, the moth from Silence of the Lambs. One of my classically trained ones. In fact, it's no, not the one that you saw me in last, but I have a classically trained one that has with 2 phonographs on it.
That says old school.
Yeah, no, I saw the Nintendo NES controller.
No, it wasn't a Nintendo. It was the Atari controller on mine.
Oh, it was
the Atari joystick.
For some reason, I was thinking the block. NES, it just had the A, B, start, select, and a directional pad.
The Death Before Decaf.
Death Before Decaf, yep. I love that one too, because it's so true. Death Before Decaf. What the hell is the point of coffee? I mean, yes, it tastes good and everything like that, but what the hell is the point if you can't also have the caffeine?
Bean water.
Yeah, I mean, if they made... So, I mean... Much like how the government wanted to do lower nicotine cigarettes, right? If we could have if on the packaging, right, they would list, low level caffeine, medium grade caffeine, or high caffeine, or this is gonna cause fucking death caffeine,
right.
drinking fucking drinking Death Wish,
Dude, no, I gave somebody.
I think that would be cool, right? Because maybe somebody out there has I don't want to say an allergic reaction, but a sensitivity. That's the word. That's the word I was
when
looking
he
for.
makes Death Wish, I have to.
Then
I have to put half and half. I have to put water.
Yeah.
Because it's too much caffeine.
It's too much.
And it's funny because a friend of mine here in Vegas, she's a coffee fiend. She loves her coffee. Always trying new coffees. And
right.
So I gave her enough for 1 pot of Death Wish that she shared with her brother. She drank it at about 4:00 in the afternoon, thinking that was plenty of time to go to sleep.
Stupid.
Whoops.
Unless you're a pro at it.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, even I drink caffeine. When I do Death Wish, I make it my morning pot of coffee. I will not drink that in the afternoon or evening.
You have done it by accident.
I did it by accident, and it was 4:00 in the morning before I could fall asleep.
Dude, you know what? I've done it too, though, and I fell asleep perfectly fine. It didn't bother me. Don't get me wrong, it's got enough caffeine in there to keep me awake through the day, right? And I can have a second cup in the afternoon, 2, 3, 4 o'clock and be perfectly fine. I still go to bed at, 11, 12 o'clock and fall asleep perfectly fine.
I don't talk about drinking a cup.
He drinks a pot. It's not a cup. It's a pot.
Okay, well, mine was a cup.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know how to make half pots of coffee.
No.
Well, see, I have a real fancy coffee maker, though, right? And I can do it by either the cup and or
you had the
by half a pot or a full pot or anything.
Schmancy.
He can make those pods.
It's not a Keurig. It's
no, they have those
it's not a
ones
Keurig.
that you can make
It's a
the
Ninja.
whole pot. Yeah. Either a whole pot or you can make 1 cup.
Which
yeah, I've got one of those super fancy fucking cold and hot brew Ninja coffee makers, bro. That shit's awesome.
Don't tell him.
My coffee maker goal is I want one.
It was expensive.
My coffee maker goal is I want one that will grind my bean for me, so that I can have the whole pot at the top with the pound of coffee beans. And
you want to grind your bean?
I want to grind.
You
my
want
bean.
somebody to grind your bean?
I want to hear it grind, baby. Oh.
God damn it. Oh, that's hilarious.
You know what's funny is...
See, look, here's the thing, right? Like, our conversations really aren't that bad until Brandy gets introduced, and then it just goes straight down fucking hill.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can't... Okay.
Yeah. You're a dirty old lady, and we love you for it.
No, but it's not a bad thing. We love you for it, Brandy. That's what makes you you.
Who are my parents?
Well, Mr. When I arrive, and...
Yeah. Did I tell you that story about the time we went to dinner with my dad when he was here? The last time he was here? Oh, my sweet baby Yoda.
No, you didn't tell me this story.
Oh, my sweet baby Yoda. I swear my dad thinks I'm just like a son with a vagina. But he waits until Greg gets up and goes to the restroom and decides to tell me that, oh, my doctor gave me Cialis. And oh, I can get hard, like super hard real fast. And oh my God, and when he's all trying to say it in a way, and he's all, oh, and when
that is not like super embarrassing.
But he's still telling it to his freaking daughter. He goes, yeah. He's all, oh, and when I arrive, it's like a geyser. It's like a fountain. It's like shoots everywhere. And I'm just sitting there with this.
I came back to the table and
this weird, disgusted, awkward red look like, Dad, what the fuck are you telling me this for?
And I'm like, oh, boy. No, I mean, I'll talk to him. I hide it well because I don't want him to feel uncomfortable. So,
right.
And I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, and it's hilarious though because I come back to the table, she's beet red. We get away from that conversation.
And I had that deer in the headlights look like, and trying to smile at the same time, like, yeah. Why did you leave me? And then afterwards, when I finally tell him, because my dad had played, he placed a lot of bets on college ball.
Yeah.
And
right.
He was going and looking at the board, and I pulled him on the side. I was like, you know what fucking story? I said, you know why I had that look on my face when you came back? So I tell him the story, and he's all like, oh my God. I was like, why does he tell it to me?
Everybody has at least that one family member that is really good at making you go, oh Lord, no, they're speaking, stop, please. You know?
I mean, before...
I think I would be that family member.
You would.
Because, like, I mean, so, like, I bought the Jackbox 3 pack, right, for Apple TV.
Good game.
Yeah, fantastic. And so now when we have gatherings at Matt's house, because it's on his Apple TV, even though I bought it on my account,
excuse me,
he wants to try to play Quiplash. And the last time he asked me if I wanted to play Quiplash, he was like, hey, does anyone want to play Quiplash? You know, Jason, you want to join in with us? And I was like, no, I don't. And he's like, wait, why? And I was like, because you guys are too fucking tame for me.
That's why, you know what, whenever we get you around, and I've got a couple other people that I want to bring in on it, because the more the merrier, is I have Cards Against Humanity.
Dude, that would be awesome.
That is like the best game for like belly pain, ribs hurting, laughter. Like the first time Brandy played it, Uh,
I was dying. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this shit?
and
I thought
You know
I
what,
was
dude?
bad.
The cyanide and happiness ones are kind of funny too.
yeah.
Oh, God.
And no,
Those
they've
ones
got
are
cards
real good.
against Potter, or they've got cards they've got cards against
What?
Hogwarts or cards against Potter. They've got cards against Star Wars. They've got like all these different expansion packs. I don't have any of those. I've got a couple expansion packs, but none of the big name ones.
We haven't had any.
Yeah.
It's boring when it's just only 2 people.
Right. You can't really. You need at least 3, but better if you have like
the cats don't have posable thumbs. They can't.
Right. But so yeah, no, Cards Against Humanity is one that we're gonna have to do, or figure out how to do one of the digital versions of the game,
Oh, good grief!
because you can do that.
I mean, yeah. If they have like a cross-platform edition, like, and I could play it on my Mac.
They do. No, they've got one. They've got one that you go to. It's all website based. Like, and they've got
okay,
all
yeah,
the
like
expansions on
Jackbox.
there. Yeah, they've got all the expansions on there. And
Dope, dude.
yeah, no, and you could totally play it digitally over the web. Get everybody on a video call like this, and boom.
But back to the subject
Dude, yes.
Embarrassing, Dad.
of the conversations are fairly tame until I say something.
Oh yeah.
My parents.
Yeah, definitely.
How can...
Your mom wasn't much better.
Exactly.
But she was subtle with it.
No.
Well, subtle-ish.
No. That was like Sophia from the fucking Golden Girls.
And about the right height, too.
Exactly. Almost exactly the right height.
Except she was absolutely convinced she was big.
Because I went to the doctor. We all went. And I went to the doctor, and my mom and him were like partners in crime. They used to do dirty shit together. Like, I would be still asleep.
Ooh.
I would be still... No, not that kind of dirty shit.
I was going to say, that did sound really...
kind of hubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so they had gone to the Jack in the Box that was like right by the building, and I guess whoever, like how they have those height things on the by the door.
So yeah. The height
the
measurement
sticker, the height measurement, in case they get robbed, they can kind of estimate the height. Well, whoever decided to put up this sticker at this Jack in the Box was probably a very short Filipino lady, because it was completely wrong. My mom was like just a tiny bit over 5 feet, and she walked out and she saw it. She's all, Gregory, look, I'm 6 feet tall. She's all, you have to take a picture. We had to show Brandy. I told you I was big. I told you I'm big. And I was like, oh my God. And then she wasn't satisfied with just the picture. I come out from my appointment, and they're waiting outside the building, and she grabs my hand. She's like, Brandy, you have to come see this. I'm big. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm big. She goes, no, watch. I'm big. Drags me to the fucking Jack in the Box. We walk in the door, and she's all, look, I'm 6 feet tall.
This is a woman who.
Oh my God.
This is a woman whose height was such that I could open a door for her, she would walk out. She would walk through under my arm.
I have a picture that I have to. I find it and I lose it, and I find it. I had to look through all my pictures, but they're both in the kitchen, and he's getting something for her, and she's literally like looking like a child standing underneath me.
and
that's almost like my mom's height then, because my mom's only like I think 5'3", and I'm about 6'1".
Yeah.
And then these two donkeys, because of my sleeping issues, I sleep in later. They would get up early, go do all their little errands, and he would drive her around, driving Miss Daisy. And and then they come home with McDonald's. But then tell me where they went to go eat lunch.
Yeah, no, we go to like Zippy's or something like that, and we bring her McDonald's.
I was like, you dicks.
Damn, bro, that's a fucking dick move, bro.
They used to do it all the time.
That's like a massive dick move. Like, how do you not bring her back some fucking Salisbury steak or chili from fucking Zippy's, bro? That's fucked they're like, up.
Oh, we went to Shiro's, the Simon place.
Yeah.
And then they bring me fucking they bring me fucking McDonald's. Yeah. Because it was the drive-thru right by our house. I was like, you guys suck. And then both of them was like, well, if you woke up early enough, you could get... I'm like...
I mean, I have to kind of agree with that, though. I mean, like, if you didn't get up at fucking 4 p.m. in the afternoon every day... You wouldn't have missed Zippy's.
Her sleep schedule it like fluctuates. Some mornings she's getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Some days she's getting up at 6 o'clock at night.
It's weird. Like my circadian, we looked it up. My circadian cycle.
Yeah.
Like completely, it goes like a clock, where I'm going to sleep at 9 o'clock at night, and waking up at fucking 4:30 in the morning. And then sometimes I can't sleep, and then it'll just go
it'll
later,
get later
and later, and then it's to where I'm not going to sleep until like 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll eat breakfast with him before he goes to work, and then I go to sleep.
Yeah.
It just goes in this cycle. So now I'm back to waking up early.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I've had that issue too, where like I get tired, 11, midnight, something like that. But then like something distracts me, and then I don't go to bed until like 3 in the morning. And then people were like, "Well, how do you sleep till noon?" And it's just like, because I didn't go to bed till like 7 hours ago.
Exactly. And then I'll be like,
I went to bed at 5 a.m.
My anxiety starts bothering me when it starts getting later. And I was explaining to him, it's like, I'm falling asleep, but then I'm waking, I get startled and I wake up. It's almost to where I'm afraid to fall asleep. Yeah. I'll get like afraid to fall asleep at night. And that's when that weird part of that cycle where I'm staying up at night because I don't want to, I get afraid of the dark. It's weird as fuck.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Sleeping Disorders
101.
Yeah. It's been a learning process for me, because before her, I'd never really been around somebody with a serious sleeping disorder. I mean, I've had,
I've had night terrors that freaked him the fuck out.
Although I have learned that I have to be careful which alarm I choose, because I might wake up violently.
Well, he wakes up so startled.
Yeah. I wake up.
He's really weird.
Fast. Like, and it's bad because the way I wake up is instant, and then if I realize that there's nothing actually wrong, I will instantly fall back asleep.
But get this one. Last night, he forgot to turn off the kitchen light, and it wasn't the one that's connected to the Google Nest thing we have. So I'm like, Gregory! Nothing! I put on my house slippers and I come shuffling down the hall. Then he fucking hears me shuffling down the hall, but not the screaming of his name. He's all, oh, I'm falling asleep. I'm like, no shit. You hear me walking down the fucking hall, but you didn't hear me screaming your goddamn name earlier? And then...
I mean, if you guys sleep in different rooms, what are you screaming his name for?
Because his room is closer to the fucking kitchen to turn off the light.
No, never mind. That.
Oh, no, I know what you meant.
He was trying to be crafty, dirty like you, and he...
I'm better at it.
Sorry, I'm not... I'll never be like the master Brandy over here.
Master Splinter.
Oh, God.
Who's the master?
Oh, shit.
Show enough.
Go, turtle, go, turtle, go. Okay, anyway.
Stop.
You know what? Actually, I was... When you text me right now, because I actually almost forgot about this. I was actually laying on the couch because I just finished having dinner, and I was watching fucking Darkwing Duck on Disney Plus.
Oh, wow. Actually, you know what's coming out this Friday, right?
No.
Loki.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I still haven't watched fucking... I need to... I mean, I've got plenty of time to do it, but I still haven't watched Falcon Winter Soldier. I watched all of WandaVision. I haven't watched any of Falcon Winter Soldier.
For some reason, didn't like it. I liked it. I thought it was good.
I was down. I actually thought it moved a lot better pacing than WandaVision.
WandaVision, I actually gave up on it. He had to convince me.
I'm not...
And my brother had to convince me he's... They're like, you gotta keep on watching.
Like, I'm gonna have to give it a... I'm gonna have to give it a try, right? But, I've seen the photos and everything else of, like, the show. I'm not 100% on this Captain America. Like, I can't imagine anyone other than Chris Evans.
Okay, then that means
Captain
you absolutely
America.
have to watch this, and then you'll understand why. And might I recommend, actually, after you finish watching it, look for a deep dive on the episodes on YouTube, so that they can break down what was in the episode, because there's a lot of shit that, because I'm not, like, heavy into comics anymore, I don't know all the things that they just, like, flash. Like, sometimes it's just like an image that's on a wall someplace, and they're like, oh.
And you have to, with the beginning credits, the intro, and even at the end, you have to watch the background. Mm-hmm. All kind of Easter eggs.
They get Easter eggs all over that damn show. Because, because this is all leading into Wakanda Forever.
Okay.
Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch.
Doctor Strange 2. They've got a whole bunch of stuff coming out for that one, and they've even just recently confirmed the who the big bad is going to be on Black Panther 2. It's going to be Namor.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, they're going to bring because Namor is weird, because in the comic books, he's both been a hero and a big bad. Like, he kind of has his own weird thing. But we'll see. I think he's hard pressed to go up against, Aquaman, but
are you serious, bro?
Aquaman could do
No one's going up against Jason Momoa, bro.
Aquaman could put on a fucking swimming cap with big ass fucking pink flowers on it, and the nose thing, and do motherfucking synchronized swimming, and I would still watch it.
10-hour video.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
10-hour video on loop.
Jason Momoa is a badass.
Yeah. Huh? 10-hour video on loop of Jason Momoa doing the Cupid Shuffle.
Oh, God.
In biker shorts.
No, TikTok leggings.
TikTok leggings. Oh God, have you seen those things? Oh God, look, you can Google it. TikTok leggings. They're like yoga pants, and with the way they're cut the certain way that makes your booty look super round.
Not just round.
Like super round. You've probably seen them on
He's
people.
looking it up now.
Oh yeah,
Look, we can see the
I am actually looking it up right now.
reflection in your glasses.
I can see them.
Dude, what the fuck is this? Like, why? I don't understand this. Like,
and
they have like this like thing about like you need to look like Kim Kardashian and have a big fucking ass.
And here's
like,
the weird one.
Why?
Though.
That's
if
so dumb.
I know. The new trend is men are all about giant asses.
And yeah.
But see, here's the thing, right? Like, I'm a big firm believer, and I know this is not backed by popular opinion, right? I'm a pretty normal fucking person for the most part, all right? Don't fucking laugh, because I see that fucking laugh coming, Brandy, right? But here's the thing, right? Like, I'm a big firm believer that you don't need all this extra shit. Like, why are you going out of your way to do all this dumb shit, right? When you should just be happy with yourself in the long run. Like, fuck everybody else.
Right. And now, if you are doing it because you like the way you look in it, groovy.
Yeah, then by all means, do it.
But the moment that I hear somebody say, well, because he thinks it's sexy, then I'm like, well, then he doesn't need to worry about it. You know?
Yeah, well, then he can eat shit because he's a fuckwad. Fuck him.
Right. No, and it's always been for me, whatever floats your boat for what you think is sexy to you, awesome. Now, I may not think it's sexy because I have seen some girls that are wearing some clothes that I absolutely think are not the right size for that size person.
To be fair, you get to see it every day, though, because you live in Las Vegas.
I do. And there are quite a few that I've seen that's like, oh, why?
And you have to wonder to yourself, do you dress like that at home?
Oh, you know they don't.
No.
And beyond that, though, you know that they have at least one or two of their friends looked at them and said, oh, girl, you're looking hot today.
Hot,
yeah.
Like a
yeah,
hot
you know,
mess.
for a fact, one of their fucking homegirls was just like, bitch, you fucking fit. Like,
right.
What? No.
Right.
You don't fit is what she should have said.
Right.
You're trying to fit that whole pizza in your mouth.
When you're looking at a girl that should be wearing a size 16 and nothing wrong with a size 16, but she's trying to squeeze her ass into a size 11, there's a problem.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a big firm believer in both male and female, you know, like personal beauty, right? Like,
if your guy want to wear Daisy Dukes,
I don't understand it. Yeah, dude, like I don't understand it. Like, why? Like, look, I'm not against dressing up, right?
Right.
Not against it. One fucking bit.
Not at all.
But there's a point to where you go over.
Right.
Yeah, there's a point to where you go overboard and then you start to look like a fucking skank.
Well, and if that's what you think is sexy to you, then well, skank it up. But and you're never going to hear me complain. If I see some woman that fits one of the wide range of descriptions I would call hot, wearing next to no clothes, hey, thank you. I've appreciated the view that you provided me.
Right.
But if you're doing it because you're wanting to impress somebody else, nah, not worth it.
Or you're just doing it for TikTok or Instagram, then no.
That's why, you know, they say men just dress for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Women dress to try and impress other women.
Which is really confusing, because if you're going to try to impress somebody else, would it not be the person you're trying to attract? But no, they're
see,
trying
here's
to
the thing,
impress
right? Like, there's that natural. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, there's that natural like competition. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
Oh well, I got huge titties and a fat ass, and it's like, yeah, well, I got a curvy waist, so who gives a fuck?
Of which Brandy and I have none of. I have lost all ass. It is now pancake ass. I could probably, do a quick pirouette.
We both got
fly
pancakes, off. But you know what? Put some syrup
Look,
on it, and there's somebody that loves some pancakes.
Right.
yeah, dude. I got a curvy waist. Unfortunately, it doesn't slim inwards; it slims outwards, and I'm kind of a circle. But I mean, it's curvy nonetheless.
You're in perfect shape. Round is a perfect shape. Absolutely.
Round is a shape.
Yeah, it is.
And then you get the guys. She gotta have thick thighs and a skinny waist and hips and
completely unreasonable description.
Just this complete unrealistic vision.
They want the Barbie doll
and you've got
thing.
These girls
build.
killing themselves.
Yeah.
And not just in the gym, and then they've developed eating disorders. Then you've got the ones that are going to fucking Mexico or Guatemala or some foreign country so they can do the Brazilian butt lifts and the injections.
What was that one that lady had, like, triple Z breasts?
And she wanted to make them bigger.
And she wanted to make them bigger. Like, she had...
What?
She had breasts as large as your head. No,
they were bigger.
They were bigger. She had breasts as large as your stomach.
I don't know, dude. I got a pretty big head.
And no.
It's called arrogance.
Well, this is true, but no, dude. She was like redunculous big. Like,
she could never sleep on her stomach. I don't even know how she would sleep on her side.
If you were to put a size, each breast was roughly the size of a turkey served to a large family on Thanksgiving.
Like a 25-pound
Holy
turkey.
Fuck.
Each breast. And she wanted them bigger.
And they were, dude, and the doctors were like, the doctors were like, the skin was so thin that they put like a light under from one side, and you could see all the veins. Mm-hmm. Her skin was so they're like, you are this close to having your breast just explode, and there is no reconstruction for you after that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's freaky.
I mean, look, dude, I mean, like, if that's natural, then fine, cool. But if not, then what the fuck were you thinking? Because don't get me wrong, I am 100% down for a pair of fucking huge titties. But there's kind of a limit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, to me, like, there's, at least for me personally, right? Like, there's like a limit to like them being too big.
Like, they didn't look comfortable. They didn't look appealing in any way. I mean, I bet you if you smacked it, it sounded like the red ball you used to play dodgeball with, like that. Ding.
Absolutely, now I can hear that sound in my head. Oh God! I mean, or talk about like bad plastic surgery.
Like, you know, when you're getting your groove on with the girl, you know, boobs are supposed to be squishy.
Right.
Like, there was no squish to this boob.
No. Talk about...
It was the red dodgeball with a fucking nipple on it.
For bad plastic surgery, there's a guy in the Philippines that has done every step that he could to look like Superman.
The what's his face version? Christopher Reeves.
The Christopher Reeves version of Superman. Like he is gotten his skin lightened. He's gotten his hair implants done the right way. He's gotten his cheekbones changed. He's gotten pecs put in, and he's gotten musculature put onto his body. Like
all implants.
Like it's freakish. Like he looks like somebody from a wax museum made Superman.
And he even had the thing to make him look like he had a butt chin.
He gave himself a cleft.
The cleft chiseled chin.
He gave himself a cleft. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wears bright blue contacts.
Yeah. Which is really weird because
and then when he starts to talk.
That's crazy.
I love Superman since I was a little boy.
Yes.
Superman is the best.
You can look that one up on YouTube. You can find the it was on Botched, wasn't it?
Yeah, but there's other stories.
Yeah.
Other interviews with him or whatever, like Inside Edition or whatever.
Right. No, he's been all over the place. But...
Are you yawning, you old fart?
Well, good time for him to actually
start yawning,
because we've been here an hour already.
I've been yawning this whole time, and it's because I had dinner and I'm getting the itis. It's not because I'm bored or I'm tired. It's the fucking itis is kicking in from the food because I made homemade pizza.
It's a stuffed puppy syndrome. Absolutely, yeah. Anyway, since we have hit that hour and don't want to go too much past that one, I am going to go ahead and hit our lovely turtle humping theme song. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for listening to The Squirrel Tangent. And, I can turn this one down a little bit. And thank you again. If you do want to check out Duchess Coils, you can find him on Instagram under Duchess Coils, I believe. Is that right?
Duchess_Coils.
Duchess_Coils. Oh, that's the one. If you like us, make sure to hit us up on Facebook, and you can listen to us, of course, on all of your streaming platforms. And please, if you really like us, head on over to patreon.com/thesquirreltangent. Give us a couple bucks. It will get your name mentioned on an episode, and it helps us keep going, doing what we love to do for you.
And apparently now I'm just a dirty old lady squirrel.
Yeah. Aloha.
Bye-bye. Bye, Karen.
Bye, Karen.